Hello, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing another episode of Building Apps with Fusion. I have Todd here with me who wants to build an app. Todd runs a podcast where his audience goes to casinos and they do some gambling at regular intervals. And he wants to give them an app where they can track their spend at casinos and they can keep tabs on what they're doing in a meaningful way. Correct me if I'm wrong, Todd. That's what you're trying to do, right? And if you don't mind, can you also tell us a little bit about your podcast and a little bit about the app that we're trying to build?
Right. So the podcast is called Casino Kombat. Combat is spelled with a K because that was way cheaper to buy that domain. And we try to show people that they can't beat every table or every machine, but they can, at least in North America, win their casino relationship. Casinos will often give more in value than they take if you're a skilled gambler. So that's what we try to teach. And we tell some fun stories along the way.
Okay. Understood. So while we were discussing, I just started to type a prompt. Maybe you could help me here as I go along. I'll just prepare a prompt for our AI. We'll try to be as articulate as possible so AI understands what we're trying to do. Because with AI, it could go in 100 different directions, but if you're able to properly direct it, it'll do a better job. So I'll just start typing that we want to build an app for regular casino goers to keep track of how much they are spending and also what value they get from the casinos in terms of, so what could
Comps and gifts.
comps, is that right? Did I spell it right? Comps
Comps, yes.
and
Yep.
gifts, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So do you have any specific examples or any workflows that we could point it? Or we could start with this prompt. If AI doesn't understand it, it'll ask us a few questions.
Okay.
And let's at least start playing with this. So let's see. I'll go to my Fusion dashboard, and I'll go to the link build with AI. We'll start building a new app. Do you have any preferences for styling? Like, how do you want the app to look? Do you want dark backgrounds or fancy colors, bright colors? Do you have any preferences at all? Or
The podcast primary colors are green and gold and cash. Those are both good things.
let's see if it asks us any question. At least it will start going. And if you want to make any edits, let's see what it builds. If you want to make any changes, if you wanted to want to make any edits, we'll try to do that. So while it tries to build something with this, I have a few questions. Like, can you walk us through how a user will typically use this? So what will be what is the user story here?
So we start by maintaining two separate lists. One is a list of places, right?
Okay.
The name of the casino, the name of the cruise ship.
Okay.
The other list is actions, activities, things you do, right?
Okay.
It could be I paid to park the car. It could be I bought a drink. It could be I played a slot machine. So some of the actions are gambling. Some of the actions are spending. Some of the actions are receiving. They gave me an air fryer. That's a gift.
Okay.
Now, with those two lists established, our main action is to say, I want to add something I did. The date, drop down, the place from that list of places, the action, paid to park, received a gift, whatever. So we have gift, expense, blackjack, pie gal, slot machine. So those three items, all from the other lists or from the date, and then the amount of money involved, either spent or received.
Okay.
And then usually a little place for notes. So it's 5 fields, 2 populated from a list. We need to add, change, delete the list.
Okay. Understood. Super clear. Thanks for sharing all that. So we didn't share all that with AI before it began, but let's see what AI has started building. So it missed one important thing that you highlighted. It missed the places. This is the database that it created. So in this database, we have app users, we have visits, we have session expenses, and it split the comms received and gift and offers. So it has created expenses and comms and offers as separate tables. Maybe we could club them in a single table. And we would like to add another table for places, like you mentioned, which could be casinos or cruise ships. So yeah, so once we'll wait for it to finish whatever it's doing. Once it finishes, we'll ask AI to add the tables that it missed. It missed because I wasn't very clear in my prompt. So maybe that's why it missed, but not a problem. Even so, it has finished building the first version of the app. This is what it looks like. We can go ahead and start changing it. What do you think about the UI? Any comments about the UI? Anything that you would like to change? Like green and gold, it has used that.
Our target platform here is the device most people have with them in a casino. Our target platform is going to be phones. Normally, we
Right,
think of phone use as vertical, not horizontal.
right.
But having said that, we're not off track.
Hmm.
The dashboard looks like the kind of information summary that we want people to have.
Right. So phone is not going to be a problem. So Fusion builds primarily it's a web development platform. It will build a web app, but those web apps could be downloaded as Android apps. So or mobile iOS apps. It builds progressive web apps. Yeah, so when I say progressive web app, it can, for all intents and purposes, it can be used as a mobile app. You can download it to your device. You can log on to it. It works mostly as a mobile app. The only catch there is you can't put it in Apple's App Store. That's the
Right.
only limitation there. But apart from that, for all practical purposes, it works as a mobile app. If you put a download link on your YouTube channel, people can just as easily download it. Um, we got some errors, and whenever we get error, we have a simple option of fixing those errors with AI. That's what I'm trying to do. It might take, sometimes it takes 2-3 tries, but in 2-3 attempts, we should be able to fix it. Yeah, so it was able to fix it. The reason I came to this page, if we toggle to mobile view, this is how it looks. We can always ask it to improve the design for mobile devices. So that's what I will do. I'll just go to edit with AI. I'll say improve the design for mobile pages, mobile screens. Okay. Should be fairly straightforward for AI to change the styling and the design. Once it does that, what I plan to do is we'll add the different data tables. So meanwhile, while it's fixing the screen for mobile devices, we can also check what kind of databases it has created. So we see these tables. So if I click on these tables, it'll take us to the database, directly to the database. So this is the database for your app, for this casino tracker. This is the database where we have app users. Right now I'm building it, so I'm the only one using it. I'm the single user here. You can see visits. So visits is in visits, it's tracking where the visit was. So Golden Nugget Casino in Las Vegas, where how long it was. So this is the data that it has created. This is all dummy data created by AI, but it gives us a sense of what kind of data we can expect to be captured. And then we have session expenses. Each session is going to belong to a visit. So we have the casino name created at, okay. It missed something important. It didn't get linked to a visit or to a casino ID. But that's because we haven't created a data table for casinos, which we'll fix. Then comps received, drinks value, free play credits. So this is what you were expecting, right? Comps received, they could receive something
Yep.
and they could have different kinds of expenses. Yeah, so other expenses. Okay. Okay. I think there are some improvements in the data table that we can do. So while it does that, we'll come back to the, let's see if it fixed design has been enhanced for mobile screens. So we can check that. It did something. It's still not really good. I'll ask it to completely change that. But maybe later on. First, let's get the data thing working. But this we can ask it to redo or overhaul it completely. I also want to check some other pages like log visit. This is where the users will input their visits to different casinos. So I'll just try creating something. So you'll have to help me here because I'm not a casino goer. So maybe help me with the name of a casino. Okay,
Oh,
it
no.
gave me a suggestion.
Yep. Yep.
Bellagio is what is suggested. Las Vegas, and I was there for 2 hours, and I'll save it. Okay, I can also input expenses. I got $50, cash out $20. Okay, so 10, 20, 20, and then comms. I received 25, and 25. And gift and offers. I'll just put something here.
Yep. That looks right.
Okay. So food. Okay. I'll try to save it. At least let's see if we're able to save the data correctly. Once it's added, what I want to do is I want to go back to the database and I want to check whether these records got updated. It doesn't seem like it. Okay. It created the visit with all the details, but didn't update the session expenses, didn't update these records. It updated the visit. So everything got saved in this particular record. So my guess is AI didn't understand how to properly structure the backend. It hasn't done a really good job with it. So I'll write another prompt, we'll give it another try, because rather than fixing this, I think it'll be easier just to create another app. So I'll say this app will be right. So we got a lot of learning points though. From the first version, we learned that it didn't create a good UI. So I'll say this app will be primarily used on mobile devices. Keep it very mobile friendly. Data tables. So this time I'll be very specific.
Okay.
Create places, casinos, cruise ships. Then we would still have visits, right?
I don't think you have visits. I mean,
Okay.
we just want to track. So the other table in my mind would be
Actions.
Okay.
And
then we collect the intersection of those. When, where, what, how much, notes.
Got it. Okay. Expenses or gifts or comps and
gambling.
So expenses would cover gambling, or do you want to put it as a separate thing?
No, because from a player point of view, we want to track what we spent, but it doesn't, we don't think of gambling as an expense because gambling is often a positive outcome.
Okay. Got it.
At least if you're good at it.
Okay. Right. So I'll put action type could be these. This could be the action type, and then we'll say amount and time date. Do you think it matters?
We actions aren't times or dates. We'll collect I want to collect the date, then the where, then the what, then the amount. So date, place, the action, and then the amount plus or minus. That's the whole thing.
Date, place, amount, action type. Did I miss anything? Or notes or anything? You want notes?
Yeah, we always put a note field there. Just sometimes you say this dealer does this or got a good bonus or whatever.
Great. So pages, I mean, this covers it, right? In terms of data tables, places, and actions should cover it. Right. So one.
Well, and then we need one table to intersect both of those.
It will do the linkage. It does that. So what we need to specify is just what we want to track, and it'll do the intersection and it'll write the code for that. And then for pages, we need a dashboard to track the high level numbers. And then what other pages do you envisage? From the dashboard, where could we go? So in the dashboard, let's say we look at monthly numbers. So do you want to drill down month-wise, or do you want to drill down place-wise? How do you think users would be interested?
Normally, we want to drill down to a date range or to a category of things, right? What were my comps? What's my high-level gambling result? What did I spend? What did I legitimately spend? Did I spend money on the hotel? Did I spend money on parking?
Okay. So what I'll say, correct me if I'm wrong here, I'll ask it to create an activity record page. I don't know if the name sounds too boring, but I'll call it, we can fix it later if need be. I'll just call it activity records, where you could search and filter. Search and filter different action items. And then we'll have another page where I'll call it action details, where you can basically see the details of that action. So when you go to an action item detail, you can see check the details of an action item. Edit.
We need a place to add that. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Right. Yeah, so you're right. I did miss that. We need a place to add the action item. So we could add it on the dashboard, or we could add it on this page, or it could be a new screen. What do you think?
When I sketch this out, I normally have a tab to add a place, add, change, delete place, a tab to add, change, delete an
Okay.
action, and then a tab where I record the activity, right? This is what happened. And then a summary of it, the dashboard of it.
So I'll put a new page, new screen, where we have a form to add or record a new action by selecting a place where happened. I'll also specify the styling again. Okay. Do you think it's good to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's try. Let's try.
So we did.
Okay, so coming back to I'll just go to my dashboard, or I can just directly go to this. This is the link, App Builder AI. This is the link for our app builder. Let's go there and we'll try to build a new app. By the way, this app that we built, I think it consumes something like 50,000 tokens. And just to give you a context of how those tokens cost, this consumes something like 50,000, and you can buy 1,000,000 tokens for $9. So this might have cost something like maybe a couple of dollars or $1. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's less than $1 actually. So rather than spend time fixing it, I would prefer to create a new one. So that's why I just typed a new prompt, and let's see. I'm putting it here. Let's see. So this is our new prompt. We'll wait. We'll see what it does differently.
That's good information. I hadn't had a real good sense of the ratio of token cost versus tokens used when I was playing around just a little bit. That's good information.
Okay, it's building something.
So once this is built, are we also then paying a hosting cost or something on a monthly basis?
Yes, I'll also take you through that while it builds the app. So pricing is very transparent. You could find it on our website. So you start on a free tier. So once your app is built, it's actually hosted on a free tier. And free for an app like this, which is not very high regular usage. It's very sporadically used, right? So someone, even if you have a single user using it on a monthly basis, he might log in maybe 10 times, 20 times tops, right? To record the actions, maybe to see the reports. And for that kind of usage, for free tier, you could actually have 100 plus users. So the indicator here is you need to check requests per month. If you have 100 users each logging in 10 times, yeah, you could have 100 users, close to 100 users on the free tier. Once you go beyond that, you can buy different hosting plans, and that's very simple. And each hosting plan is around 10x of the previous one. So from 100, you could go to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, and like that. Okay, so it built something. I don't like the design. What do you think? I don't like the design. Earlier, whatever it did earlier was better, but we can ask it to change. We can ask it to change this. It's still building it. It's mobile friendly for sure. It got that part right. It's better in terms of mobile usage. Again, if you go to, yeah, it got that part right. I think I asked it to make it too fancy. I shouldn't have said bright and fancy, but anyways, we can edit that. Or if not, we can always make a new one. That's not a problem. Okay, so it has built the first version. It has finished doing whatever it was doing. This is the first version. I think it made it too bright and fancy, at least for my liking. So
yeah, a little cartoon. We skewed a little cartoonish.
Yes, that's what you can say from the logo. But I think it's in terms of mobile friendliness, it got that part right. So it's mobile friendly. Okay, so we have the dashboard. Let's see if we can do the new actions, and let's see if we got the database correct this time. And this again is a design problem. We could fix this by asking it to make it slightly, asking it to tone down the design a little bit.
Right, but we're on the right track here in sense of I'd love to see the first drop down be the date, the second drop down be the place, and then the next drop down be the type.
Okay.
and then we got the amount in the note that, yeah, we're there with just a couple tweaks.
Yeah, we can definitely change the sequence. What I want to do is first I want to check if it's saving the data. So
Right, is
if
it
it's
saving
saving
the
the
data?
let's check if the foundation is working, and then we can definitely do the other things. I'll select a date here. I'll just leave it blank and save it.
Okay.
Okay, so it says it added successfully. We can check that. In actions, I want to check it in actions. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that I saved, $100. This is I saved it as an expense. So it's definitely saving the thing. Let's see if we're able to search it, if we're able to view it. I think this is the one that I saved. So we can view this. Let's see if we go to a details page. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one that we saved. So basic adding and viewing is working. Let's see if we can edit it. This I'm going to keep it the same. I'll just edit the amount, and then just save. Update. Okay. So we got the basic things right. We're creating, we're editing. I am going to check if we are deleting also. We'll just check the basic actions, basic create, read, edit, and delete if they're working. If we try to delete, yes. Okay, in delete, we got some problem. No, and it's not a problem. It's just that because this record got deleted, there's nothing to show. So that's why we get an error. It's a simple fix. We'll ask it to fix. We'll ask it to say that it didn't find the record, so you can just go to other screen. So we'll do that fix. But while it does that, maybe we can think about the styling, because I think it got most of the things right, apart from the styling, the look and feel. And then once the styling is fixed, we can also ask it to, I mean, this is a simple thing. If we ask it to arrange the sequence, it will easily do that.
Right, and we want that type field to be a drop down also.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that
Right,
as
that'll
well.
clean up that.
Right. Yeah, so this form can be cleaned up. Yeah, the styling and the look and feel can be cleaned up.
Yep.
Okay, so it resolved that error. So I'm going to be careful with what I ask about the settings. So this is what I had asked: use green and gold colors. Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
I might go business-like and efficient with green and yellow accents.
I'll also give it a feedback. It's too what you said, it was perfectly right. It's cartoonish, right? Cartoonish right now. That's it, right? And apply these styling changes to all the pages. Okay. It could take a while, because if it has to change all the pages, change all the screens, let's see what it does. And finally, for this, you can also, if you deploy this as an app, you could also put your own logo here. Right now, this is just a placeholder. This is just something that you can see for while you're developing the app. Later on, you might come up with a logo image. You can put that. You could put that image over here. And if you want to put it in the hands of your users, you might also want to customize this domain. And you also have that option if you go to this section. Now, because I'm building the app, I have access to all these things like edit app, edit pages, and database and everything. Once it goes to your users, it will be just these 3 pages. We have a message. There is no information in your last message. What happened? I'll just try to resend this. Okay. So if I go to the edit section, which I can do because I'm the app owner. Yeah. So this is the edit app section. So where I can see I can manage the casino tracker. This is where I can put a logo image. I can put a logo image, a featured image. I can do different things. And I can also put it on a custom domain. So if you want to put it like casinotracker.us or casinotracker.com, you could put it on that domain. So you'll have to add your domain here. then it gives you, these are the steps that you need to follow. It will give you a CNAME record, which you have to put in your domain name server records with your domain name provider. But if you need any help with this, we are always happy to help you. You could reach out to support from here and we'll help you out with all these things.
Well, my day job is IT consultant, so that's back to what I normally do.
Okay, so this is very familiar territory for you. So
that part is, yep, I've done plenty of that.
There is I wonder why this is okay. I'll just say this. I don't know if because I'm asking it to change all the pages, is it struggling because of that? I'll just say this. Most of the time, the people that we speak with or most of our users are not technical users. So I'm in a habit of explaining every little thing because, yeah.
No, I've been exploring this quite a bit from a variety of angles.
Okay.
And hitting roadblocks.
Yeah.
I had this whole thing built and running with Google Sheets as a back end for years. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Better? Any better?
Oh, this looks much cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah, this is cleaner. Yes, this is much cleaner. Yes. So I think the earlier, if I ask it to change every page, all the pages in a single go, it's struggling. So I'll just have to go to each page and then just tell it to change it one by one. But it's an easy thing. We'll do that.
So how do we pick which page we're telling it to work on?
It understands because I came to the dashboard. It'll understand that I'm on the dashboard.
Oh, I see you.
I get it.
Yeah. I understand now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think when you mentioned this was an important word. If we ask it to keep it business-like, that's I think the last page, it really made it look like business-like styling. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Same thing here. It's much better.
Yep. Yep. Cleaned it up.
Much better. So now we go to this page where we have a bunch of changes, not only the styling. So let's also give those changes. What I also know from my experience with using this tool is if we ask too many changes in a single go, it doesn't do a proper job. If you break it down into smaller tasks, it does much better.
Well, that's interesting because that was going to be my observation is that with other tools, as I've worked through this process, often the more I try to tweak one thing, the further away I get. We're getting closer. And other attempts I've made, that hasn't been the process.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on what kind of tool you're able to build and if your prompt is taking it in the right direction. That is number one. Number two is also the platform also matters, how it's structured. Our platform is primarily built for apps like these, like business process apps, simple CRUD apps, basically, because you're from IT background, beware if anyone wants to build a simple CRUD app along with some backend workflow, this is a really suitable platform. So we got the styling right. Let's now, you wanted to change the sequence, right?
I would make it date, place, action type, amount. I mean, to me, that just makes sense, right? What day is it? Where am I? What did I do? What was the dollar impact, plus or minus?
Date, then place, then action type.
Yep. Then amount.
And here I'm going to say, make it a dropdown.
There we go. Yep.
And then the amount. That's it, right? And then the notes.
Yep. And then the notes, yeah.
Okay.
And we've used 500,000 Oh, we've got 500,000 available. So we've used about half of $9.
Not 500,000. This is my account. This is 500 million.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many tokens would we have used here, roughly?
We can check at the end of the call. We can check.
Okay, cool.
I have because I just have a lot of tokens here, but because I test this very regularly, but we can check at the end of the call. Okay. It's still a little colorful, but I think it should be okay, right? If you want to tweak it later on, we can.
Yeah, no, I get it.
This. So we have the date and then the place, which is a drop-down action type is a drop-down now, then the amount and then the notes and then save.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and it is mobile friendly. So
Yeah.
activity record. This is the last page where we wanted to change the styling. So again, I'm going to come here and just enter the same prompt.
Respect the fact that the same prompt gets the same results on different pages. Once again, that's not always what I see.
Yes, there are differences, but like very minor differences, hard to notice. Mostly it's the same. So through your day job in IT consulting, what's your take on the vibe coding and the AI? How rapidly is it progressing? Are people adopting?
Um, I still think there's more. I think there's more hype than reality. Is my impression. Everything I try to do with AI in general starts out feeling, and this would be the exception. Let me make that
Okay, that's
disclaimer.
great to know. That's great to know. Yeah.
This would be some of the best iterative stuff I've observed in looking at a variety of things. I keep running up to things like I have built so many screens on so many platforms, and it looks great until I leave and come back, and I've got no data permanence.
Yes, yes,
In the session, I've
yes,
got data,
yes,
and it
yes,
looks great. The sizzle is there,
yes,
but I exit and come back, and I'm starting over.
yes,
I don't get any data retention. The back end doesn't exist. I appreciate the fact that I'm seeing data tables. I appreciate the fact that you're showing me add, change, delete, and where the data is. I run into the same thing just in a lot of places. Simple one yesterday, right? File list. I want to strip off a whole bunch of. I don't care about date, time, size. I want the list of files, and I want them in 2 columns. And I kept getting made up files in 1 column.
yes,
That seems simple and straightforward, right? Give me
yes,
and that's the frustration. I often feel like I'm fact checking what the tool is telling me way too much. That
yeah,
level of trust I'm not finding. This has been a wonderful, notable exception. It
yes.
really has.
So we have made certain trade-offs. Like I mentioned, this is primarily meant for CRUD apps. Like if we don't have a lot of emphasis on the styling and the look and feel, but you get the basic, you get at least some working UI and the basic styling. It may not look very polished or very sleek, but what's important is you get the basic CRUD stuff working right away. So you can build on top of that. So that's what we have prioritized, and that's why you see and so that's why our databases are readily integrated, so you can see what's happening. While we are speaking, it has finished the last screen also. I think it looks it's also mobile friendly.
Here we go. Yeah.
So I think that's all we had asked it to. We didn't ask for any workflows. By the way, if we asked for any server-side workflows, like maybe sending notifications for sending a monthly stats email, it could also do that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So then you just tell AI what you want, and it creates a server-side workflow. So it's useful for things like third-party integration. So for example, if you want to integrate this with your wallet or something, your digital wallet or something, if you want this to integrate with your cash flow management software or your accounting management software, anything, it does that. It does email integration, WhatsApp integration. So all the server-side stuff is handled under the workflows. So yeah, we could also do that.
If I wanted to email out the data as a CSV file, that would be a workflow.
Yes, that would be a workflow. And these workflows could be of 2 types. It could be an automated workflows that runs on predefined schedules like hourly or daily or maybe every 5 minutes, or it could be a triggered workflow. So in case of triggered workflow, you'll simply have an admin page where you have a list of different users and you have the buttons, and when you click the button, it triggers an email to that particular user with the CSV. So we have that covered as well. Yeah, I think we are also nearing the end of 1 hour. So what I'll request, Todd, is I think you already signed up on Fusion, right? Do you already have an account?
I do, yes.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll request is maybe after the call, you can send me your email address, which you've used to create your Fusion account, and I'll put this app on your account. So,
okay, great.
And I'll make you the owner so you can directly start playing with this. So I think we have the basic stuff covered, but I'm sure you would like to build on top of this, maybe add some more stuff, maybe add some server-side workflows, and you could do that from your own account. I'll put it in your account.
Well, the great part is I actually think I could, right? I mean, I've seen enough to feel like I actually could. effectively make changes and adjustments. I really do. And
Yes.
usually when I interact with tools like this, I don't come away with that thought. As I
That's
said, when
great
I
to know.
revise things, it usually gets worse, not better, and you've progressively shown it improving. So I will certainly send that over.
That's really great to know. Yeah, and if you need any help, you have my email. You can always message me or email me. I'm happy to connect on a call if you need any kind of help.
Yeah, great. Absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
So thanks, Todd. Thanks for your time. Thanks for giving us a chance to display what we can do with this
Oh no,
platform.
it's been fun and informative. I appreciate it.
Same here. So thanks, Todd, and have a good day.
You too.